It's not the critic who counts. It's not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done it better. The credit belongs to the person who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred with blood and sweat and dust, who, at the best, in the end, knows the triumph of high achievement, and who, at worst, if he fails daring greatly.
While you're on the journey, you have to disconnect from the end goal, you know? Because if you're just focused on some end goal, then you might get there, but it'll be hard to progress past that because you're so focused on that one destination. Maybe forget everything in between, and maybe you could have done more in between. He always told me, like, just be here right now, live right now, and do the best you can right now. Don't worry about what that end goal is. It's great to have goals, it's great to have dreams, but it's just like you get too attached to it, and sometimes it could be a self-destructive thing.
Here's 3 ways to know that you are being manipulated. 1, when they apologize, nothing changes. 2, when they do something wrong, they make you feel bad for it. 3, they make you feel guilty for exposing the truth.
Got the people saying, Brooklyn saying, I see.
Can I ask you something? Who saved you when you were at your lowest?
Okay, so the rule is you can't offend anyone, all right? Let's say you're speaking to one person. I can't offend you. All right, fair enough. What if I'm speaking to 10 people? Do I get to offend 1 in 10? How about 1 in 100? How about 1 in 1,000? You're going to come out on stage and you're going to say something important about something vital, and you're not going to offend 1 person in 1,000? Well, you can't say anything about anything important ever without offending probably the person you're talking to. Important speech about important issues, especially contentious issues, is instantly offensive.
Tips from a divorced 30-year-old and his dog Maverick. If there's things that you think are going to just magically get better when you guys are together, chances are they're not.
When I become the man that I'm capable of becoming, the woman that I'm worthy of will appear.
As men, don't complain, explain, or apologize. Your word is your word. What you said doesn't need to be explained to someone. You don't need to justify your actions. You take the action. You accept the consequences of that action. But you don't have to have everyone have buy-in. You don't have to have them understand why you did what you did. A lot of you that are stuck in the nice guy area, it's because of this. It's like, oh, well, if they could just understand. You don't owe an explanation. You don't owe an apology. You are who you are.
This will make you feel uncomfortable if you're in need of growth, but you need to hear this. My favorite quote is, "The mind in and of itself is its own place. It can make heaven of hell and hell of heaven." So then the choice is yours.
You're going to lose the friends who don't want the best for you. Those are the friends you want in 10 years? I mean, you lose friends. Well, maybe you gain new friends. Maybe you gain better friends. Or maybe, miracle of miracles, your friends pick up their mess too and move forward. Maybe not. And I'm not naively optimistic about such things. But you have to contemplate the price you pay for inaction.
We have now gotten to a point where critical thinking is viewed as a radical idea. And so God forbid you have that opinion. If I go on Twitter right now and I put that out, that's not getting in the blue check. Now, I don't have a blue check, but let's say I did. That's not getting in the blue check mafia trending on Twitter. That's getting shut down because it doesn't match exactly how it's supposed to be. So we have taken away critical thinking and replaced it with, oh, this is the line of thought, stay to it. That's it. It's 1984.
When do things get so black and white?
Women don't want to win. You want a winner. And that's what women test constantly. Is this nigga the winner that I think he is? So you come at us and try to make us losers. And what a loser is a guy that lets his woman make his happiness.
Said to my fiance and I, true love knows where the hurt lives in your partner and loves them there. True love knows where the trauma, the hurt, the fear lives in your partner and anticipates it before it arises, or anticipates knowing that we're going to traverse situations that trigger the hurt in my partner, and I'm going to be kind and soft and gentle in the knowing that this isn't stuff for me to take personally. This is where they're hurt. This is where they hurt. This is where they're hurting. And so my love for them loves them there. Doesn't need them to be okay. My love for my partners and my friends, it actually wants for them to feel safe to share what's real for them.
I mean, one of the things that I tell people who are artistically oriented, let's say, so they're in the entrepreneurial category, is it's virtually impossible for you to monetize your product. That's the first thing you have to understand. Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll figure out a strategy. But if you add contempt for the sales and marketing process to that impossibility, you can be bloody well sure that all you're going to do is starve.
I feel like fucking something, but we could be corny, fucking sugar. I ain't no dummy. I like to say what if, but if we could kiss and just cut the rubbish, then I might be onto something. I ain't giving you one in public, I'm giving you hundreds, fuck it.
So women are not actually attracted to assholes. What they are attracted to are a number of masculine characteristics that people who are emotionally unavailable or quote unquote assholes appear to have on the surface but don't actually embody on a deep level. What women are actually attracted to is a man who can't be deterred from who he is, what his purpose is, even by her. And this confuses the women as much as it confuses the men, because they'll say like, oh, like I want him to be obsessed with me, but you are actually not attracted to the men who are obsessed with you. Because if he is obsessed with you, this means he's being deterred from who he is and what he is about. And you actually don't trust that, because if he abandons himself for you, that means you now have to lead and you can't drop into your feminine. You don't want him to be obsessed, but you want to be chosen by him. There's the difference. Now, the other side to this super yummy, very attractive expression of masculinity is integrity. It's kindness, it's being grounded, it's creating safety. You don't get that with assholes or unkind people. There's a very healthy version of what you're attracted to, but you need to learn to spot the difference.
Excuse me, would you mind answering a quick question for a documentary I'm doing?
Sure.
The question's, are you happy?
Am I happy?
Yeah.
Sure. Sure I am.
Why?
Why? Because I'm alive. I'm here today and I'm alive. That's why.
If you had one message to tell the entire world, what would it be?
Calm down and live your life.